You have 10 siblings?
Yeah. When you cook, you should cook for everybody in the house, you know?
You've been in college 6 years, like, yeah.
Ooh,
right?
that's a long time. That's a long time. I really like what I do as far as like exploring. Ooh. Ooh.
Esiet sveicināti kārtējā VEF podkāsta epizodē. Roland, apsveicu to, ka esi atpakaļ sastāvā.
Man ir prieks atgriezties.
Nebija epizode ar Andriķiviču.
Man ļoti žēl, ka es nebiju tajā epizodē, bet visu cieņu jūs ar Barbaku Edgars ļoti labi novadījāt.
Šodien mums ir cilvēks, kurš nav 7 gadus vēl nospēlējis LBL kā Andriķivičs, bet ir pirmā gada Eiropā un ir VEF spēlētājs, VEF centra spēlētājs Nysier Brooks. Hi, Nysier.
Hey, how you doing, man? I'm Nysier Brooks. You know, and this is a lovely day to be here with the guys, you know?
Yeah. This is your first podcast experience, or?
This is actually my second podcast experience, but it's a nice little vibe, though. It's a nice little vibe. I love it.
Yeah. So the plan today is to learn something about you before VEF Rīga and about your life, about your basketball career, so the people who come to the games can see something more than just number 0 playing for VEF. So they have some background. Yeah, by number 0.
Because all through my high school career, like I always wanted to be number 0, you know, and then
like Agent Zero.
You get the vibes. See, look, you get the vibes, and like just coming overseas, you know, like. That's when it's time, you know, it's time to go into dark mode, you know, like just trying to handle business, you know, just keep building up the resume. So one day I can eventually, you know, get to where the dream lies.
But you're from Philly, right?
Yes, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Did the 76ers play part, or did Rocky movies play part in you becoming, wanted to become an athlete or a professional basketball player?
Nah. I've always binge watched all the Rockies, like straight through. That's definitely a Philly classic. But it took a nice little journey of me, like playing a lot of games as a kid, then getting bored with that, and then started playing American football.
You played football, yes?
Yeah.
I'm a big Eagles fan, so this is good year. This is a good year.
Great year. I'm a Tom Brady fan, but it's a great year for them Birds, man. It's a great year for the Birds.
And also, like the Philly, it's a baseball team is in World Series, no?
They might be.
Philly, because I just saw a post that the Philadelphia Eagles on Instagram was congratulating Phillies to making the World Series, but I'm not big into baseball.
I'm not really sure on that. They probably are. You know, it's a big year for Philly, man. Big year for Philly. Shout out to Philly, man.
You have the interesting fact. I did a little research about you. But you have one thing that stands out. You have 10 siblings.
Yeah, it's with a possible. It's
so possible. You can make your own, basically your own basketball team.
Yes, with subs.
You're oldest, or
I'm the third oldest. I'm the oldest boy.
Okay.
And I just have 2 older sisters, and I'm actually a first generation. So that actually means like I was the first to go to college to receive my bachelor's and master's degree. So yeah, it's a big family. A lot of people to role model, you know.
But how did the sport become part of your life? Your mom or your dad played, or your sisters did some sports?
Nah. None of my siblings actually played sports. It took a lot of.
Nobody from the 10. You're the only one.
The only one. It's 11. It's 11. But you know, it's the only one. But my little brothers started playing after me and stuff like that. They started to like, you know, see things that basketball brought me in life, and they just wanted to be able to experience it themselves. But I really started playing basketball. Like I just came off a fractured wrist. I fractured my wrist playing football for my like our region's like little Pop Warner team. That's what like AAU for football. And one of my closest friends to this day, we actually have the same name. It's just spelled different. Yeah, his Nasir, my Nasir. Yeah. And then he just was like, yeah, just come play. I was new to the new neighborhood. I didn't really have no friends like that, and then I just came out one day at the school, started practicing. The rest is history.
But what was your strengths? Like you were good, or you were like hardworking kind of kid?
No. Me personally, I was horrible.
But you were taller than everybody? Or?
Yeah, you were taller already, yes.
Yeah, I was taller than everybody, you know. So like, and I was a physical kid, but I had to dial back the football physicality and learn different ways how to use it within basketball. So like, that was really one of my main like objectives and goals to try to do when I first started playing, because I couldn't make a layup to save my life.
Okay.
I couldn't make a layup.
How old you are at this point when you started basketball?
I was 13.
13, okay.
Yes, I was 13. So mind you, a lot of my other friends.
That's pretty late.
It's
That's late. That's very late.
It's
That's very late. A lot of my other friends been playing AAU since they were about like 7, 8. They even like their actual friend groups are built up of kids they played basketball with since they were younger kids. So like when you come into like a bigger like AAU standard, a lot of different people that I know, they already all have their own like friend group where they all known between each other because they all play sports from a young age. While all my other friends, weren't really doing anything productive like that.
But you were pretty good, right? Because I found out that ESPN tabbed you as a 3-star prospect in high school. We're jumping to high school now.
Yeah, we're jumping to high school now.
The first time I heard about something about like 3-star prospects, they like tab all the high school like basketball players by like rankings or
yes. So with that right there, it's on a 5-star like system.
It's a 5-star.
Yeah, it's a 5-star system.
It's a 5-star system. I actually didn't get ranked a 3-star until I want to say my senior year of high school. And I had just moved to Dallas, Texas. I started playing on a national schedule, and that's when they just wanted to I guess show me some respect, I guess, or whatever. But growing up, it wasn't never really a big thing to me, of the stars and all that, because no matter what, I'ma out tough you. Them stars are just with somebody that's up in the office, just gave kid to show them they value. But me personally, I don't really support it. Because
this valuing system, with the stars.
It's like a volume system, a couple 3-star, 5-stars, and then they got the ESPN Top 100, and
But is it accurate? For your experience, when you grew up, the 5-star prospects, they went to NBA, or it's not like that?
Not all of them, no. And some people like a lot of people I've played with in high school now, they're all off, just doing their own thing. I know some people don't even play basketball no more that were 4 and 5 stars. They found other ways to live in life.
Yeah.
And
I always thought that in America, this is the weird part. You rate people when they're 16, 17 year old.
It messes up everything.
Yeah, it messes up everything.
It messes up the kid. It really messes up the kid from a standpoint basketball is you self-evaluate yourself between every practice, every game, and pitting kids on a valuing system like that.
Yeah,
it can cause a lot of mental problems. Like for instance, not loving the game as much because you're so worried about who is valuing you at what type of rate. But basketball wasn't my first thing. I learned how to do so. Not listening to outside voices. That was already one thing I was already really skilled at. I'm just gonna play hard, whatever dreams or aspirations I want out of this, it's gonna come if I just play hard. So don't worry about all the all the stars. Don't worry about all the stars. It's irrelevant.
I like your mentality and the way you talk about it.
Yeah, because it's a serious thing. A lot of even from playing from an unsponsored AAU team to go into a sponsored AAU team.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, they dang, what's going on? I didn't get no better that fast. I just switched teams, and now they this and this, but I just I wasn't on the right stage. And sometimes there'd be a lot of people that aren't on the right stages or lower levels, but they can really hoop. They can do everything the next man can do. It's just they didn't have the right exposure.
Well, what's the difference between sponsored AAU teams and not sponsored AAU teams? They buy you gear, or
it's not technically buying gear, but you play at the Peach Jam Fest. Under Armour, you play it in a different sessions, and Adidas, you play on the Gauntlet. So those are the top 3, and some people debate it, but it goes Nike, Under Armour, Adidas as far as circuits. Nike circuit. A lot of universities are sponsored by Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. So the Nike session Peach Jam is gonna have the Kentuckys, the Syracuse, the Floridas,
biggest college.
Exactly, the bigger name brands than to say a AAU team that isn't planned at a sponsored event or isn't sponsored to be able to be on that type of platform. So the platform that Nike brings is just a platform for all the evaluators who giving out stars and stuff, for them to, okay, here go all our stars right here, or all our prospects, you know, basketball prospects, and we about to go ahead and give y'all opportunity for all y'all to come out and all y'all to say, okay, do we like this player? Do we not like this player? To give an evaluation. It's like a test, basically. It's like a test, but if you don't even make one of those teams that play on that level, they just walk right over you. Yeah, like you really don't get looked at like that.
Yeah, I always listen like for a player to become a professional player, not even NBA, but like to become a professional basketball player.
It's hard.
It's like sometimes it's just lottery. Like if you're gonna be at the right game in the right time, or like because you are how many like in Latvia there are, I don't know, 1,000 kids playing basketball, you know? It's easier to get
a little bit more, but in
the States, millions of kids, you know, and like
you need to get the right coach.
Yes, sir. And guy, you know, like I ran into a man that actually wanted to help me be the better me I can be outside of basketball, you know, because it's a lot of people.
Was it Purvis Ellison? Or no? Or a different guy?
Nah. But he was actually a real big impact on my scoring the ball offensively, like starting to grow myself into an offensive threat.
For those who don't know, Purvis Ellison was the number 1 pick in 1989 NBA draft. The same year, Vlade Divac was the 26th pick in the same draft. But,
yes, sir. You know the nickname he went by?
Vlade Divac?
No. Purvis Ellison.
No.
Never Nervous Purvis.
Okay, nice. Okay, that's a good one. It's a long one.
Yeah, it's a long one, but yeah, man. He was a great mentor into my journey, you know, because he was a great big man. Then coming into his program where, you know, things were like he was in the back end of his career. A lot of people didn't think that he was really a good coach, but he was a great coach and even a greater mentor as far as like trying to help me understand the game and understand the political side of the game, because that's one thing that's really a serious thing, the political side of basketball.
What do you mean the political side of basketball?
Like, you know, the stage, the platform you're playing on, like how all that can really help you, having the right people in your corner, you know, because like it sometimes it boils down to like who you know and not what you know.
Yeah, because like I heard like it's if you get successful, there's always new friends will come. I don't know, if you get rich suddenly, like there's gonna be this or high school friends that I have a great business idea, man. For example,
the entourage. You mean?
Yeah,
exactly.
So after high school.
No, but like not after high school, but during high school, you said you went to Dallas in high school, yes?
I went to 4 different high schools.
Yeah, like which states? Like you from Philly?
Yes, I went to one in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
it's called Imhotep Charter. My second one I went to was Archbishop Carroll. It's by the University of Villanova in Radnor, PA. The third one where Purvis Ellis coached me at, it's a school in Florence, New Jersey. It's called Life Center Academy. Mm-hmm. And the fourth one was API, Advanced Preparatory International. It was the old Prime Prep.
And that was in Dallas,
Texas, yes.
So, but why did you switch the first 3 ones? Like, why you moved from Philadelphia to New Jersey and like?
So the first one, I was making a decision for life, you know, because I wasn't really a studious kid like that growing up, and basketball was something that I had one foot in the door, one foot out the door. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't by choice. It was because, you know, a lot of things was going on around the house. Like my mom needed money, you know, to pay rent and stuff like that. So I couldn't fully commit myself to the basketball side. Then a couple people in my ear, my mentors and stuff, they was telling me like, yeah, like you might need to move out. Mm-hmm. You might need to move out. Like you can still go visit your family, you know, but living in that on a day-to-day basis is going to take you off track every single time. Because like, who am I to let my family, you know, suffer and stuff like that, especially when I can do something about it. So the first time it was about life choices because I wasn't really going to school like that, and I wasn't even really playing basketball like that because of my own decisions. So second school I went to was a Catholic school. Definitely got me on the right track with my grades and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then great school. The only reason why I left was because I started getting better in the game of basketball, and I had some people reach out to me saying like, yeah, instead of playing on the local schedule, you could play on a national schedule.
Okay, so that was basketball decision, yeah.
Yes. The second one was like the second one was more of a basketball decision because it's like instead of playing in your local, playing this small pine, let's get you to a bigger pine, for the exposure, for the evaluations that these people are trying to do. Let's put you against people like me scoring 20 points on a small guy. It's not that don't really me scoring 20 points on somebody that's built like me, athletic like me. Okay, now we can talk about something. So that was really the goal on that. And then from Life Center Academy to Dallas, Texas, instead of us playing half national, half local, it was all national. So we going from.
But at that time, the goal is to make it to university or to make it like to pros for you.
The goal was.
Probably a goal
to get the most I can out of this because basketball is a game where it uses you. It uses you.
So you need to use it.
Exactly. So the goal was make sure I get to college, make sure I can one day feed my family when the ball stop bouncing, and I plan on doing that. I plan on whether my dream is definitely to be able to get to the NBA, play in the NBA, and not just be just on the bench on the sideline, but. It's definitely to get to the NBA and be able to, say, okay, I got that. I played the NBA games. I went to NBA finals. And I know that, it's definitely something that's in my future. God just getting me prepared for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had pretty colorful high school history, but also
a colorful university.
Yeah, universities.
University
you had
history.
3 different universities, and you've been in college 6 years.
Ooh, right? That's a long time. That's a long time. That's a long time. I'm telling you.
And your journey started in Cincinnati Bearcats, right?
Yes, sir.
The first 2 years you didn't play much.
First 2 years I didn't play much. But I played a lot more than I thought I was going to play.
It's a NCAA the first division, yes.
Yeah.
You were on scholarship there, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
sir.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah. So when I committed, we had a guy named Kyle Washington. He transferred, and he was a junior. So I knew that I'm like, okay, he's going to play. He's going to be able to show me what I need to do to be able to take over the starting role, which he did. When I tell you he had the most amazing left hand shot that he could just make it 9 out of 10 times.
Okay.
Every single time.
He was a lefty?
Yeah, he was a lefty. Yeah. But when I tell you he would not miss this shot, I would try to cheat the play. You know how you can cheat the play sometimes. I'm hitting the bottom, hitting his hand. He's still making it. I'm like, dang, okay. And sometimes he not even looking at the rim. He just throwing it up. And I'm like, okay, I got to get there. But I played a little bit more than a more experienced guy that was there before me. And every single day, it's about 3 or 4 bigs fighting for minutes in practice. And it really just showed me you got to work hard every single day because anything in life that you want is somebody on your heels and they're coming for it. And I was able to get that experience being the one coming for the spot. So it really just helped me. It helped me grow up. He treated us all as men and equals, he kept everything respectful, and we won a lot of hardware. I think we got 2 conference tournament championships, 1 regular season. Yeah. So it was an amazing experience.
Because you started to play in the 3rd year. You started to play your junior year.
Yes, sir.
Right.
You started to
play started all 35 games, 8.1 points, 6.3 rebounds, ranked among the AAC leaders in blocks. That was a good season.
Yes, sir.
And
but then you transferred.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay. So I wanted to stay. Yeah. I wanted to stay. It would have been one. If I would have had this one reason to stay, everything would have happened. I would have stayed. I would have finished out my years in Cincinnati. So it was some time where one of my closest aunt. I lived with her my sophomore year of high school when I went to Catholic school. Different area. She had got sick. And she had been sick for about 10 years now, but it was getting a little bit worse. She had passed, and it was a crazy time span. We played the March Madness, we lost to the University of Iowa, we went back to Cincinnati that night. I get a phone call from my dad in the morning, like 7, like early. He like, yeah, I need you to come get me tomorrow. I'm like, tomorrow, like you know, you're thousands of miles away, like, and you're locked up. Like, what's going on? He like, yeah, so like, I'm coming home now. I'm like, oh, okay, like, so I can get on the phone, I call my coaches and stuff. So I'm asking them because, like, I call my head coach because, you know, when you need stuff to happen fast, you don't go to the people on the side. You know, you go to the big man. Go to the big man, you know, tell him what's going on. So I talk to him, and as I'm talking to him, like, he's a very serious man. Like, he's a very serious man, but, like, when you build a relationship with him, like, he comes to, like, you know, he makes little jokes, but, like, right now, like, it's like he just don't got a good energy coming off of him. Like, something's wrong. So I go home. They forced me to come back to school because she passed while I was home. So they forced me to come back to school to tell us that, oh yeah, like Coach Cronin is going to go ahead and take the UCLA job.
Different call, yeah.
Yeah, so he left. So I knew that was going to happen because they denied him his contract extension, and they tried to take money out the contract. And from day one when I first met him, like he's always a businessman. Like he told me this one story, like instead of the university giving him a car, he told them, take the car back, give me the money for the car, and he went and got his own deal. Okay. That's
probably better deal.
You feel me?
Yeah, okay.
And it's like, instead of him driving a little car, he in a truck.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, like, so just from that, and when I seen them not give him his contract extension and then try to take money from him, I'm like, yeah, he definitely gonna leave. So yeah, so he left. I'm back at the school. I'm just sitting there just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, cause you know, like I don't want to follow him to his next university because I know that he has players already there and stuff like that. You know, it's just a good university. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind fighting for anything. But at that point, I just need the new start. I just need a new start. I didn't lead a program with no bad blood. The next guy who came in, man, him just didn't vibe right. If the assistant coach who recruited me to Cincinnati would have stayed, I would have by all means stayed.
He also left, yeah.
He went to UCLA with the coach.
Okay.
I would have definitely stayed, but it just didn't happen that way.
And why did you choose Miami?
And my recruiting process when I was in high school,
before Cincinnati.
Before Cincinnati, yeah. Miami shows so much respect. Like just when I made my decision. Cause man, this basketball world is crazy. Like, it was a lot of college coaches at like very respectful levels, like high level D1, are texting my phone, calling my phone, leaving me crazy voicemails because I didn't cut the list down. It went from okay, I have all these offers, I'm going here. Like I took a couple visits, I'm going here.
But you had to sit out the first season there.
Yeah, I did because that was before the COVID rule when you could play when you transfer.
Yeah, the old rule was if you transfer the 1 year you
had to sit out.
Yeah, 1 year you had to sit out.
Okay.
How was that? Yeah, more parties or more practicing?
Or
more studying?
But you went to go to practices. Yeah, you do everything.
Yeah, you go to practice with the team. Everything was good. I actually played in our foreign trip. We went to Italy.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to Italy. I played. But before we actually went on the trip in August, I wasn't having like knee pain, but in my transfer medical history and stuff, they was like, yeah, we seen that you had an injection on your knee. Like we would like to take a look at it, you know, see what's going on, just from our point of view to see what we're dealing with. And they was like, yeah, so like it isn't like nothing serious. Like you can play with it, but we would want you to play pain free. And I'm like, okay, like, so what are y'all offering? They like, yeah, so we can have you take a surgery, you know, 4 to 6 month recovery. I came back in 4 months, you know. Thank God I had a great and amazing like medical staff that just helped with my rehab every day and my therapy. But my sit out year, it was a couple parties here and there, you know, be truthful. It was a couple parties here and there, but it was more just trying to get my body right, trying to keep my mind stable because like I said, it was a lot going on because, you know, I just lost a person that was dear to me a couple months prior to that. So it was definitely like, it was a lot of like, okay, I need to really lock in. Like, I need to really lock in. My dad is home now. You know, my brothers and sisters have a better focus point that's closer to them to be able to consult and with their problems and stuff like that, instead of a lot of stuff, being on me, because like I'm the big brother, I try to help all of them out, try to, just make sure they're not going through life without any guidance, because, when you got to trial and error everything, you don't really want to do all that all the time. But yeah, so I went ahead and had the surgery. Then like a little while after that, I want to say I started practicing with the team like around my birthday. Like in December.
December, okay. Yeah, but in the sit-out year or the year after?
In the sit-out year.
In the sit-out year.
I started practicing with the team in my sit-out year, and everything just was going good. Like, to really be honest with you, like, had a Coach L's amazing coach. They just went to the Final Four last year. Yeah. So like, it's just... It
was the first time for Miami to go
to the Final Four. Yeah. I believe they went to the Sweet 16 before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then, like, I still an amazing relationship between me and Coach L. I actually live in Miami when I go back to the States. So, yeah, I'm in the gym every summer there, Got a couple guys from their staff who rebound for me every now and then. So, yeah, definitely a great relationship. So, like, don't get it, like, don't mistake, like, a lot of people do, like, a person leaving a university because something bad happened.
Yeah.
It's not like that, I graduated from Miami. I'm an alum, and these are words out of Coach L's mouth.
So like, in Miami, you get your
bachelor's degree.
In criminology.
Criminology, yes, sir.
What is it? Like criminology? You're so like an FBI guy? Like a detective?
Nah, so like I actually my study like track was actually psychology.
Psychology, okay.
Yeah, but my sophomore year of college, some things went on where I was having a lot of family problems, and like to where I felt like I needed to come home. So one semester, I think I went from like a 3.4 to like a 2.4. So but like that was only for that semester though. Like it wasn't like my cumulative, but for that semester my GPA went down. And it was like the coaching staff just was like, nah, like we think you should definitely go ahead and change the track of your degree, because we don't want you to fail anything and not be able to play, because like they want you to get an education, but your main thing while you here, you need to play basketball. So I'm like, okay, so I switched it because I'm real good with like analyzing people and dissecting a lot of different situations and just being able to see a lot of different things from different perspectives. And like that's one of my the best traits I like about myself. But when they said they wanted me to veer off from that, I just went to learn about something, like learn about a system that's not built for everybody to win, And I just wanted to educate myself on that. So when one of my brothers and sisters might get in trouble, okay, I'm educated enough to be able to know what steps we need to take within the situation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So you sound like this one of the like not so many guys that you actually took like in a college the school part serious as well, right?
Yes,
Yeah, because sometimes I have talked with somebody. I did learn something just to play basketball, but you actually, I think, you cared about what you were learning. Yes.
Yeah, you know how much a scholarship costs for you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I know, like, I know a lot of people who just, go through the motion.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but if I got to do this every single day, I might as well just pay a little bit of attention and learn something.
Maybe you can spill the tea and gossip a little bit about your teammate in Miami, Dengak. He plays in Valmiera now.
Yeah.
Valmiera.
He was your teammate.
He was your teammate, right? Were you friends?
Yes. Yeah, we were friends. He
was good at school?
Yeah, he was good at school. He graduated too. We actually, I say Dengak, say his name a little funny. Yeah, Dengak. Say his name a little funny, but we actually call him Young Dolph.
Young Dolph.
Yeah, because you know the rapper Dolph, Young Dolph.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace. But he looks similar to Young Dolph, and but he's a funny guy, funny guy, real down to earth, and he's just very spiritual guy too.
But
I hope their season will become a little bit better in Valmiera.
They changed the coach.
They changed the coach. Yeah,
but
he was fired today.
Today?
Today, yeah, fired the Lithuanian guy, and there's a Latvian coach now from today.
Oh man!
But your senior year, you played in all 27 games, paced the team in rebounding, blocks, and field goal percentage, and then again you changed schools. Why?
I I just didn't like the way how things unfolded with all the injuries on the team. You know, it was a lot of injuries on the team, and it was just like something just isn't right. Like, you you get that feeling like I don't know what's going on.
Like the new injuries, yeah? No,
not for myself, but just for a bunch of the players around me.
Okay.
It was like we was just taking injury at the injury. Like almost half the team was injured.
Okay.
Like.
And you thought it was like a sign, something that.
I'm not gonna say a sign, but it just was something that just I wasn't comfortable with. Mm-hmm. It has nothing to do with the program, the school. Like Miami's a lovely city. Who don't want to live in Miami? Like
warm.
Let's be real. Who doesn't want to live in Miami?
Let's talk in 25 years when he's gonna be under the water. Yeah.
But as a college kid, who doesn't want to live in Miami? Like one of the biggest cities for parties and all that. But it just was.
But you're not a party guy.
I'm not. I like to walk through nature. Yeah, I like to walk through nature, go through the mountains.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked. I followed you on Instagram, and then I saw you. You went to, after Ransfield's game, you went to Seagull to see the
leaves change.
Yeah, man, that was amazing.
We're going to talk about it. Let's get through.
I like that. Look. He got a little happy, man.
Let's get through the universities first. And then the last university you went was...
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss, yep.
Yeah, so it's super big university. Like, it's big in football.
Yes. Don't get me wrong. Miami football... It's one amazing thing. Miami football, they got a lot of good stuff going on at their program. But Ole Miss football is nothing like SEC football. Mm-hmm. Like ACC football, okay, it's a nice place, it's nice things happen, but the conferences.
Yeah, I know. But the Ole Miss is
they in the SEC, but them SEC games, man, when you got Alabama coming in there, listen, you got some non-conference games like Clemson coming in there. Listen, that little arena, that thing get loud. It get loud. Like I'm not really, I've been to a couple football games, Cincinnati when they started really becoming good, going to a lot of their games, but. Man, it's nothing like the SEC football, especially when you in the game, like the whole crowd is in the game. It's best conference to watch football in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But like in basketball wise, Ole Miss is a big university, also, yeah.
Our fan base is pretty strong. Fan base is definitely pretty strong. They definitely came out, supported, love Ole Miss fan base, go Rebels. Them games are electrifying. I could definitely say that's one of the is SEC and ACC is like a little under it as far as like athleticism, strength, like within the game, like everything is above the rim in the SEC. Like you're gonna see a lot of top 10 players in the SEC. So yeah, like it was definitely fun. Coach Kermit Davis, he helped me like understand the game from a way different aspect, different point of view, like because He drilled a lot of different stuff into my head that really helped me and just sticking with me now to this day.
Okay, in Ole Miss you get your master's degree is also like you played basketball, new things in basketball wise, and also you get your master's degrees. Huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's amazing.
Master's degrees.
My master's degree is in hospitality management.
So hotels.
Hotels, restaurants, anything that got to do with people, just interacting with other people on a day-to-day. But that was another...
He can help you in away games.
Yeah. But like I said, from going to Ole Miss, I wanted to see if they had a psychology track to where I could start it and finish it at another time because the way their school works is if you start a degree in there under scholarship, you can finish it.
Okay.
You can finish it. Yeah, you can finish it like free of charge. Like even like if it was like a 2-year program and I was only able to do 1 year, I would have did all the classes up from the beginning of summer.
Yeah.
The fall semester, spring semester, and then the back end of the summer. So basically I got my master's degree and they allowed me to walk in May.
Yeah.
But I didn't finish my classes for my degree until August. But I wasn't gonna be in Mississippi during August. So they was like, yeah, we'll let you walk. We know you graduated with a 3.4 undergrad, 3.3 for my master's, for my grad school. So they like, yeah, you're on the right track. We don't see you fail in any of the classes, so we're gonna trust you, to walk right now.
Okay.
Finish your classes, and that's what they did. But I took that track just because I know how to 7-foot chef. We're going to get a trademark stamp one day soon.
That is your...
You thought about it in Ole Miss?
Yeah, I thought about it. No, listen, it's a master plan, man. Like I said, basketball...
From high school, yeah?
Listen.
The bouncing stops, yeah?
Yeah, the bouncing going to stop one day, but I'm definitely planning right now for when that day happens. And while the ball is still bouncing, just get a couple more entrepreneurship things up under my belt to where, when the ball stops bouncing, I have passive income and I can do what I love and not what I have to.
Yeah.
Not what I have to do.
So we need to explain, I think, to the audience what is 7-foot chef. Like
we're gonna
get there, but they are listening now and not understanding. But so yeah, keep listening. You will.
7-foot chef is Nasir's Instagram account.
Second
right?
Instagram.
Instagram account where he talks about food and recipes. He's
Definitely,
a food gourmand. But I know this is gonna be a very hard question. But if you couldn't transfer to any school, you have to take one university. Which one?
Out of these three.
Out of these three, which one would you go to?
4 years, one college you cannot transfer.
Yeah. The University of Cincinnati. Georgetown was my dream school. I love Georgetown. Allen Iverson went there. That was my dream school. That was my dream school, seriously. But if it's any program that out of the three that I had to go to, it would always and forever be the University of Cincinnati. I put blood, sweat, and tears into that. And, I put blood, sweat, and tears into a lot of things I do, but I got results from that.
Personal question, you have a tattoo of Cincinnati?
Not yet. Yeah. I plan on getting all three of them, to somewhere,
all three of them?
Yeah, because hey,
maybe a VEF tattoo.
Maybe a VEF tattoo.
See how
I will actually get, I actually will be getting the countries, the different countries I play in.
Oh.
I'll be getting their flags. Just all over, just like a little flag, Well, I played in here in Canada now, so that's another topic.
Same colors.
Yeah, same colors.
Like before we go to your professional career, you already mentioned Canada. I want to ask, so you had a pretty long college NCAA career. You 6 years, so yeah.
Yes, long time.
I want to ask, what is your opinion? Because nowadays a lot of people are discussing about I don't want to go to NCAA because they are making money from us and we are not getting paid. So I will play in G League Ignite, or I will go to Australia. Now has a great program for because there's this one rule in Australia League: you can take one NBA prospect, and it doesn't go in your salary cap or something like that. You can have.
Okay.
What do you think about this? Thing that now a lot of people are. Why NCAA is a little bit criticized the last years?
I've seen a lot of different things done in the basketball world. Dan Gag actually has a younger brother that did that. He left high school because college programs were they didn't know how to adjust to their bodies. Their big brother went to a high level university. And he put too much weight on him. Messed up both his knees. Dan Gak, tried to put too much weight onto him, messed up both his knees. Little brother said, I don't want to go to no university where, the things like you said, they're making a lot of money off of us, but we aren't getting we're getting a small fraction of it. Yeah.
So you can get the education, so that's
Yeah. And then he went over there. He told me personally, he loved it over there. They really let him explore his pro game, even as a high school.
But where he went?
He went to Australia.
Yeah,
Australia. Okay. I don't know what team he played for, but he's actually still over there now.
Okay.
But yeah, and he's a prospect, But went over there. He loved it, and they took care of his body from a pro aspect and not a college aspect, Because colleges, they build your body up to be able to endure 30-something games. Pro, more skill. Let's get your body more on the recovery side. Get you a bunch of different programs to help you exactly. A lot of strength coaches in this business, we all lift the same. Thank God that I came across coaches that were way more open minded as far as not strength coaches but performance enhancement. And Michael Rayfeld from Cincinnati. One of the best in the game to ever do it, as far as weightlifting stuff. But don't get me wrong. If you're one of those people who can go to a G League team, and then nobody really knows if you're going to get picked or you're going to have an opportunity. You know?
It has to be super like obvious choice.
Exactly, but I would definitely say, man, get your education, man. Because get it while you're young. Get it while you're young, because you're not gonna want to learn. You're not gonna want to learn all that information when you get old or when you've been out of school for 2-3 years. Like, let's be for real. Like, once you in your third year of college, you leave for a summer. Well, my colleges, they had me taking summer classes, at least one. But you leave for a summer, you ain't studying for a summer. You come back, you like, oh man, like I got a headache just trying to relearn all this information. But definitely get your education, whether it's a 1-year program, a 2-year program. But do what's best for you, because knowledge is one thing that they can't take from you. And you can set yourself up for a job when the ball stops bouncing, because it stops bouncing for everybody. Like I said, everybody not, you feel me, the star player. Everybody's not the star player. There's a lot of role players in between. And through those role players, if you aren't a star at being a role player, you're going to get filtered out real fast. So definitely get your education, man. Definitely. This coming from a 6-year college.
6-year college veteran.
Get your education, man. Get it.
And then you move to Canada.
I'm 2 degrees cuter.
I can see, yeah. But when we start talking about Canada, a lot of basketball followers in Latvia have unclear opinion about the basketball in Canada, because in Canada it's usually like ice hockey. Latvia is pretty big in ice hockey, and if you say Canada, it's ice hockey. Okay, in Canada the basketball has been growing like in the last 15, 20 years.
Yeah, there's many NBA players.
Many NBA players, but in Canada there is National Basketball League of Canada, and then there is Canadian Elite Basketball League.
The CEBL.
You played CEBL.
Yeah, you played CEBL. What's the difference between those two leagues?
I don't know the difference between the two Canada leagues exactly, but I believe that.
But they are the same level, or one is bigger,
No, but I think
one is smaller?
yours was played in summer, yes? No.
Mine was played this summer between my my NBA draft workouts. So I was like, I play a game, stay in that city, then fly back to the States, for NBA draft workout. So like my first little CBL, so I played 14 of the 20 games, but my first season, me personally, I really liked it.
Yeah,
I really liked it. So you travel to different places. So when you travel to these different places, we might play a team that's that's local, or that's close within the area. So we might be in some cities for like 3 or 4 days.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, go to practice, handle the job first, handle the job and what we're here to do. Handle all that stuff first, and then it's like, okay, now I get to really walk around and enjoy, and just see what Canada has to offer. It's just like sightseeing, museums, stuff like that. The same stuff I'm doing here in Riga. Like wall art. I'm just that's just me. I just like to walk around and just see a lot of new things. Like, I'm an explorer. So that was really one of the better things I liked about the CBL that's outside of basketball. But when you come to the basketball thing, they got this thing called Elam. So in the fourth quarter, when the clock hits 4 minutes, the time go off the clock. So only the shot clock running.
Wait, and when you
So say if it's 70.
4 minutes left, right?
It's 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Say if it's 65 to 70.
Yeah.
So when the 4 minutes hit, whoever has the higher score, you add 9 onto that score, and that's the target score.
And the other team needs to add 14 points. Yeah.
Exactly. But boy,
I never heard of
listen, you could be playing for like 10 to 15 more minutes.
Yeah, because
just because you get stopped, then nobody's scoring. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like this game a lot longer than what it's supposed to be.
Damn,
but
I never heard of it before.
But it really gets the crowd involved a lot more, because it's like every shot that go up, once you get within Elam range, it's like
Yeah, but people are trying to experiment in the basketball now. What Spanish basketball league now just trying this season?
No, I don't know.
They are trying this now. When the ball is out of the bounds, first 38 minutes of the game, you don't have to give a ball to the ref before you throw it in bounds. So if the ball goes out of the bounds, you just take it, you throw it in. So it's much faster, and you have to be in the game all the time. You don't have to give the ball to the ref to check. If the ball is out of bounds, you just take the ball and you inbound it. You don't have to. So the game is much faster paced now. So that's what the Spanish, the higher league, is now trying this season.
I'm no commissioner on basketball. I think that's not really an important, like, you know, implement. Like, don't get me wrong, you want the game to be fast, but
no, you know what? I watched some 2 games when they did that. You know what? I think everybody in Spain can get used to it. In the first games, there was this thing that some of there, you know, were used to it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just checking my tie. Oh, the game is already like so
it's going, yeah. Like times like that during dead balls, like, you know, like. Help some players, you know, recover a little bit fast. Help some players recover, and like that little bit of recovery can make the level of the excitement of the game go up. Yep. You know, just from like, okay, a little breather real quick, get a ref the ball, you know, go through it. But hey, it might be a great thing.
I think it's necessary because I think in Europe the games already are so fast. So if it's become like the timeouts are shorter than in NBA, and if it becomes even more faster, then if you go like if you go to EuroLeague match, it's like only 2 hours right now. If it's going to be even faster, it's going to be like, you want to join as an audience.
Yeah, definitely.
But if we talk about the pace and about university and college basketball, and you go to Canada, do you feel some bigger changes in the level of the pace of the game, of structure of the game?
Or the last 4 minutes?
I felt them last 4. Hey, that Elam. When you hear that horn go off, you like, okay.
Now it's starting.
Yeah. Like that's like NBA playoff intensity right there. But from college to Canada wasn't really that hard. I just had to get to learn my team, you know, because they started the season before I was there. So like they went through training camp together, you know, preseason and all that. So it just was like trying to see where I fit in at. Like that was really one of the main things. But once they realized, like, you know, like I could like, once they realized the player who I am, like, you know, I could score the ball a little bit. I know a little bit about the game because I'm a rookie, you know. So like most people think like, you know, rookies like don't really like something missing with the rookie. Something missing, or the rookie just don't got it all right, you know, because just a young player.
Yeah.
But once they realize, like, you know, like I understand the game, they trust in me. We start winning some games. So it was definitely the pace of it. It wasn't that crazy, but Elam was like my first couple Elams, because it's like, you know, fourth quarter, you're not trying to really come out the game. You're not trying to come out the game, especially not in the fourth quarter. And it's like, hold up. When I see that 5-minute mark, all right. Yeah. Let me get a sub real fast, you know, catch my breath, and then play the whole Elam.
But it's like a hockey horn. Do the teams play in the hockey rinks, or they have their own infrastructure? Is really good.
It just depends. It depends. It really depends on the city. It depends on the city, because I played in St. John's, Newfoundland. That's actually the most eastern part of North America. Fun fact for you.
Oh,
yeah. We played in the university, but we were supposed to play in the Newfoundland Growlers, because the hockey team are called the Growlers. Yeah. The Newfoundland Growlers, the Mary Brown Center, and we just didn't for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but we went certain places where it's like it's hot, so like the ice rink, like you don't feel it like as much, but you like it's definitely ice under here. Like, or like, you know, like it was definitely like this ground, like it's something under here outside of just, you know, concrete and, you know, hardwood floor.
Yeah, because I checked the Wikipedia of the teams that are playing there, and there was like the capacity of the gyms there was like 2,500, and then even in one team they had like 18,000.
Yeah, so you know, like different places with more funding. I think what is it, Hamilton?
Maybe, but
Hamilton
your
Honey
team
Badgers. They played in a big arena,
So your team was founded in last year only, right? It was
a
new team.
They were the old team Edge. But then during COVID, you know, a lot of things happened. They lost the name, and then they came with the Growlers.
And how's the organization? Is it really professional, like, or it's like...
As professional as it was gonna get, you know? Like everything comes with its problems, but hey, it's just how you react to the problems. And they kept it professional, you know. They treated me with nothing but respect, and I have nothing but nice things to say about them.
And before coming to Latvia, in Growlers, your teammate was Emmanuel Shepard.
Emmanuel Shepard, yeah.
He played recently in Latvia, like
Was
2
like
years ago,
not
or 1 year ago. He played in Ogre.
Yeah.
He played, and when you heard about VEF, did he help you about Latvia to learn something about this part of the world?
Okay, so when I told him I was signing with VEF, because that was like I had like 4 or 5 games left in the season. He actually wasn't with the team no more.
Oh, okay.
But he was still in Newfoundland though. Like the team still, like, you know, they kept his house, they kept his living and stuff. So like really respectful, kept his living and stuff. You know, made sure he was good until he had another plan to go to. You know, but he was telling me like, yeah, you know, like it's some beautiful people there. You know, like you'll love the culture.
People.
Yeah, we're just gonna say people. You know, we're gonna say people, beautiful people there, and like. The culture is like a nice slow pace, you know, like not like a big city vibe, you know. And I'm like, hey, that sounds like the vibe for me, because growing up in a big city, like, I'm tired of all the, you know, the kind of consistent traffic. You know, I got some bad traffic. But you know, he like, yeah, you gonna like this. This is the only thing everybody who ever like, because you know, I'm a rookie, so all the other players they're like, listen. It get cold over there.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, okay, like, you know, like.
But it gets cold in Philly.
Exactly. It gets cold in Philly, but the only thing is when like it's cold in the gym. That's the.
But is it cold here? No.
No. Some days.
You haven't experienced yet, but
yeah, I haven't experienced the cold yet, but. Like, you know, like the weight room, like when we moved it from where it was first at to like the back of the gyms. Oh, I didn't like that because we was right by this big door.
Oh yeah,
it was, at the start of the season. Man,
there was a construction in the Olympic Center, and they moved it.
Yeah, so we was by this big door, like you knew that it didn't have no insulation on it. Like it's like one of them garage doors, you know, you just pop it up, and it used to be cold in there. But you know, I took accommodations, you know, got some longer clothes to wear, you know, to start practice with. Coach was actually looking at me a little funny today because I was warming up for practice in my University of Miami hoodie. I'm like, guys, it's a little colder today, you know. It's a little colder up top, you know.
Do you like it here in Riga?
Yes, I do. I can honestly and genuinely say I like it here. But now, when we done here, I can tell you if I like it or love it.
And what's the first thing that stands out? What do you like the most right now about Riga? What surprised you? About the infrastructure, about kitchen, about like organization.
Okay, that was about to be my first thing. Like the buildings, like I don't know
why.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like, you know, like how the ceiling looks right now, like the different architectural like buildings, how your apartment buildings look. Even like the castles, like I've been to 2 castles out here so far, and they just look amazing. Like,
you been to Rundāles, yeah?
Yeah, I've been to Runda and Segoja.
Turā.
So like just stuff like that, and like being able to get up and go see stuff like that, because you know in the States, like I don't think it's one castle in the States.
Yeah.
You see, but like just being able to get up and see something different every day, and being able to like not understand, but experience different cultures. And to really like to be able to indulge in it and to try to just learn what do they value in like in life. That's one of the better things I can say just about like Riga outside of basketball. That's definitely one of the better things I can say I really like about here.
Yeah, when I did before this podcast the research, like your social accounts, and that you went also to KGB house, man.
Yes, sir.
That is a scary place. Like
life is scary, man.
Not scary. Like when I go there, it's always like the vibe is like I'm just feeling weird when I'm there. I've been there twice.
It's an old prison.
What?
It's an old
prison.
But
it's old prison, but it's not just like
Oh, it's not just a prison. It's not just a prison.
You know what is KGB?
Yeah.
So it's not just a prison. There probably were many innocent people killed there. You know.
Yes, sir. Many innocent people killed and extorted out of their freedom. Like definitely.
Yeah, but it's really important that you visit those places because I think not a lot of players who came here do that. Like that's also.
I can definitely say like. So I like different points in like history, you know, different points like Greek mythology, Norse mythology, and the Roman Empire.
Oh yeah,
like they're my top 3.
Yeah,
they're my top 3. But like just learning, like so I played a lot of video games as a kid, like I said before, and like when I played some of the war games, the KGB was like some of the most like like KGB this, KGB that, or like different like Marine.
It's in the movies as well.
Yeah, different like
KGB.
Different military like backgrounds and stuff like that. And when I seen it, I literally just was driving one day. And I looked, I said KGB. I'm like, no way that's what I think it is. So I literally pulled over and it was like, KGB. And I'm like, Googled it for a second. I'm like, oh, this like the almost like, close to the real thing.
Yeah.
I literally got out my car that day and went right in. I'm like,
basically that is the real thing.
It is real.
Yeah. So like, cause I know it's a couple different like KGB headquarters, but
no, like KGB headquarters was in like in every like Soviet Union country. There was this one KGB building.
Yeah, but like coming here, I didn't really understand like. When we said Riga, Latvia, I'm like, okay, it's in Europe somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Western or Eastern though. It's because when you get a little along different lines, different historical events go on. So when I realized that, I'm like, okay. And then a couple days later, I found the Museum of Occupation, occupants.
Oh, it's a new one now.
Yeah. So I'm like just different things on history, because like it's a lot of we're gonna call it negative stuff in history,
Yeah, of course.
And they're the things that you really need to learn about because the victors tell history. Like whoever won, gonna tell their side of history, gonna tell how it went, what happened, But it's good to get right down to the source. And actually, when I go through these museums, I actually always go with the tour guide.
Of course.
Just to make sure, like, listen, I want to like we could be in here an hour, 2 hours. I got time. Like just tell me the story, and just tell me as we go on. And I've learned a lot of stuff, just as far as what's going on now, what was going on then, and like it just really helped me with like educating myself because I actually posted something one day. I posted the 3-man statue right out front of it. Yeah, the kind of like rusty red one.
Those are Latvian Latvian strelnieki, riflemen.
Yeah. So me just an honest post. I just posted it, but one of the location things I clicked one, but it was in Russian. And like a couple people hit me, like, hey, like that's not respectful, I'm like, hey, me personally, I didn't really understand what I did was wrong. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, hey, take it right down, no problem, commented back to the message, like, listen, I didn't mean to offend nobody, but I'm just like, I just was, just being a tourist for a second. Yeah. Like it wasn't no harm, people respectfully, thank you, we really appreciate you, like, taking the understanding, taking the post down. That's nothing, but that's why you go to different things like that so you can learn and you can understand. Yeah. Like, just trying to like really educate myself, because if you're not educated, then like you could be offending people by not even offending people,
on purpose.
Yeah. So it's definitely important for me to be able to make sure like I don't want to offend nobody or like make anybody feel uncomfortable. But that's one of the things like why I try to educate myself on a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm. I have an interesting question.
Yes, sir.
But maybe a stupid question. I don't know.
Let's hear.
It's just interesting.
To learn about culture means like understanding the local people, right?
Yes, sir.
And if you understand local people a little bit, does this help you in basketball in some ways? Like understanding the local culture helps you in basketball maybe in some way?
I'm gonna say yes, because when you understand the culture and the different beliefs of people, it can help you connect with the people that's from that region. And with that connection, that can help you like it can start up conversation. Like when I first got here, I didn't really talk to a lot of the guys like that, because like they had talked to each other in Latvian, like, but it's like, hi, bye, here are their things. But when they start seeing me go to these museums, it's sparking up conversation now. Like, oh, you like that stuff? You like this stuff? Like, I haven't even been there since I was a kid. Like, how did you like it? Like, okay. So it's like it's sparking up conversation just more than hi and bye. Like, we're actually starting to like learn each other on a personal level,
and that helps on the car.
Yeah, like just like breaking conversation barriers,
breaking ice.
Yeah, breaking ice. Seriously. So like that. Yes, it does help. Because it gives like. Me personally, I really like what I do as far as like exploring, being able to indulge in the culture, and it helps them understand like that. If not necessarily talking about the person, but like I care about where I'm at, what's going on. Like this is in my country, but I love to learn about it. I love to, take different steps into becoming like more accustomed to y'all cultures and beliefs and seeing what's right, what's wrong from y'all point of view. Yes, by all means.
It wasn't stupid.
That wasn't a stupid question.
It was a nice question. Right?
Okay, and now we're
at the
so
basketball.
you're in Riga, and now let's talk about basketball. Now let's talk about VEF Rīga basketball.
VEF.
Riga's VEF.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's start with the hard one.
Okay.
Like the beginning of the season in basketball champion leagues, well, not as everyone expected. So, how you think so far? What is the biggest problems why you are 0-2 now in Champions League?
We really just trying to the first game was a very close game.
Yeah.
So I just a couple shots just didn't go in. We make a couple open shots that we missed. Completely different game. But that second game, I just felt like we weren't ready for that style of play. Really fast, up-paced tempo.
In Spain, you mean?
Yeah, in Spain.
In Madrid.
Yeah, we weren't really ready for that.
Very aggressive defense and lots of fast break.
Exactly. The more up-tempo team in games like that, you just waiting to run the other people out the gym, kind of. So I just felt like we didn't prepare the right way for that type of game, because you could go through plays, sets, concepts, this and that, but with teams like that, you definitely need to up the tempo and practice. Make sure that it's a lot more running involved, because first 2-3 minutes I'm like, ooh, I'm a little tired, but and I'm like that's a little unusual, because I'm a guy, I'm in practice the whole practice, rarely taking a sub, but it's this is a fast game, and I look to the right and to the left, and I'm watching my other teammates breathe just as hard as me. I'm like, okay, this is not just a me thing. We wasn't we didn't prepare for this properly as a team together, But that's every game gonna come with something different, but. That's just the one take I have on that one game. The first game, that was a winnable game.
And the first game, I think the biggest the pro for the Benfica team was that they are so experienced team. Their average age, now there was 32.5 years. It's really experienced, and they're all played in Europe for so many years. So I think that was the biggest plus in the fourth quarter. That from my opinion, I'm just watching that.
Hey, listen, man, experience counts sometimes. Experience definitely counts sometimes, but. Like I said, that was a winnable game, and I got faith that we're going to compete in every game. We just got to string a couple wins together.
So you're a rookie in Europe. So after college and Canada, what you can say about European basketball? It was I don't know, maybe a shock for you how we play in Europe, or that was something you were expecting to be, because it's different. Probably it's much different than college basketball, right?
Yeah. European basketball is definitely a lot different than basketball in the States. European basketball though, it's you don't have to learn basketball over again, but you definitely need to go back to your fundamentals and just understand what's going on and the style of play, how they want you to play, and not forgetting how you play as a person. Because trying to fit into the system,
but still be the same player. Yes,
and still be the same player. Yes, because a lot of things are all basketball mainly pick and rolls. 2-3 pick and rolls in the possession. Read, shot go in, shot don't, do something else. Here is pick and roll. Here go 1, 2, 3, 4 option. Okay, another pick and roll. Let's run a couple different options within the same possession. So it's definitely something it's a slower pace of game. Yeah, but it's definitely it has some exciting exciting moments in it, big deep threes or big energetic dunks. But it's definitely a different style of play as far as trying to compare it to college or college or Canada basketball. It's faster than Canadian than the CEBL though, for sure.
It's faster than Canadian.
Yeah, it's faster. It's faster. Yeah.
How would you describe VEF Rīga basketball?
this year?
It's team oriented, and we try to all play for each other. And like for some pro teams, like it's hard for the whole team to play for each other, especially when you got a lot of different guys from different areas. But this group of guys like well connected. I seen that from my first couple of days here, and then when I took some research into account, like this almost the same team from last year. The
Latvians are the same from last 2 years almost, right?
So when I seen that, I'm like, okay, like I see why, like all these guys like are in like sync with each other. Mm-hmm. Like so like that really made me understand like, okay, like Latvian league, Latvian team, but these guys aren't just basketball players or teammates to each other. Like, they interact with each other outside of basketball and stuff like that. And that's a relationship that I try to build, going into with my teammates now, just trying to like, okay, we can hang, we can chill, outside of basketball. We can really like get to learn each other on a personal level. And that's what I can definitely see. Like everybody is well connected.
All right.
So now is the fun part,
okay,
right? We're gonna talk about food.
Ooh,
you have an Instagram account, like yes, already Rudolphs mentioned, 7 Foot Chef. It's the name, 7 Foot Chef.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They can find it on Instagram.
TikTok.
Your Instagram is West
Philly NY.
Yeah, and then you can find 7 Foot Chef as well. And you are posting about food and sharing some recipes. I want to ask you at the start in general, what is your relationship with food? It's like a hobby, or it's just like a thing you love?
It started off like my grandma teaching me how to crack eggs. Cause I used to have a heavy hand. Like, like when you crack the egg, you could drop everything right there.
Yeah.
Man, so like it was like a little slit in between the stove.
But it's with one hand or with both hands? Crack egg?
When I was younger, I was trying to do it with two. I was trying to do it
now
with
one,
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the one. I could do one hand now. Real simple. Like, but I'm trying to do with two, and it's like a slit between the stove and the countertop. And I go ahead. I try to crack it on the edge of the counter and drop the egg in the middle. So like we had to like move the stove out.
It's messy.
So exactly. So mind you, I'm a young kid. Like I just could see over the stovetop, And my grandma, she like.
How young we're talking about?
Like
5, 4, 6,
like maybe like 7. Like 7, yeah, like 5 to 7. Cause I was a bigger kid, but I could just see over top of the stove to where I could look into a pan, So time go on after that. I started cooking I would always cook for my brothers and sisters because my mom always worked 2-3 jobs, cause single parent household, a lot of kids.
Yeah.
So I used to feed my brothers and sisters, come home from school, feed my brothers and sisters, get us up for breakfast, get us up for early for school, head out to school, get fed at school and stuff like that. So when I would cook for my brothers and sisters, like I would always make them something, like something like they gonna enjoy. But then I'm like, nah, I got taste for something else, And I start cooking, and then I got to a point to like my mom like, how often are you cooking? I'm like, probably 2-3 times a day, like for me for myself. She like you cooking a lot of food, and like you like when you cook, you should cook for everybody in the house, which I am sometimes. But she like,
but for 11 or 12 people, you need a big stove.
You need a big stove, man. Listen. So, but no, only the younger ones. Only the younger ones.
It's like in sumo. You know how it's in sumo?
What?
In Japanese sports, sumo.
I know sumo. Yeah.
They have a ranking of those sumo warriors. They have a ranking, and when they eat, it's a little bit different. But when they eat, the first ones who eat are the
highest ranks.
Okay. And all who are lower ranks, they give them the food and they clean out the dishes and everything.
Yeah, man. So, but then I started off doing that, and like my cousins, like I got cousins that are older than me, and they're like, "Yo, like how you know how to cook?" I'm like, "Boy, my mom and my dad know how to cook. Like, what are y'all talking about? Like, y'all know my mom and dad throw down in the kitchen. Like, they're like, yeah, but like we ain't know you know how to cook." I'm like, yeah. So then I got to college. I started learning a little bit more about it because I had 2 minors in my undergrad as health education and sociology. Mm-hmm. So my health education part, I'm starting to learn like, okay, all the beneficial stuff with the food now. So it's like, okay, like I'm playing basketball, I'm not really feeling too well every day. let me start putting better stuff into my body. And then like it's like, okay, got a lot more energy now. Like I'm not getting as tired as fast. So it's like, okay. Then I go ahead, keep going. Now I'm at the University of Miami. My coach, he like, yo, you cook? Like you be cooking a lot on your Instagram, you know? I'm like, yeah, like it's just something, you know, I like to do. Like it just bring back happy memories, you know? When life was a lot simpler, you know, when you was a kid. You see, when you become an adult, a lot of joy start going out the window, but when you was a kid,
the food is the one that stays, man.
But it's starting to crystallize some kind of type of diet, right?
Yeah.
Because I remember when we went on the road trip before the season to Lithuania, you took with yourself some tuna salad or something like that, right?
Yeah. It was pasta salad. It was
pasta salad. And I wanted to ask how important is diet for professional athletes? As you started talking about it.
The diet part, like
it is a diet, right?
Yeah.
Technically.
I try not to think of it as a diet because I have a problem with those. Like when I think of something as a diet, it's like I don't want to eat right at all. So I just think of it as a healthier choice.
Okay.
It's a healthier choice. Everything.
Let's not do the word diet.
Not the word diet, you know. But healthier choice. Okay, am I about to rummage through a bag of chips? Or I could just eat an orange or two, you know? Like, and it's like, I can save the chips for another day, you know, with a meal or something. I'm just going to eat on the oranges because the oranges got an expiration date on them. You know, they're going to go bad in a couple days. I just spent my money on that. Let me eat the stuff I have, you know, that's better for me. So it just would start coming, I'd rather eat this rather than that. And that's really how it became, this or that. But when I started doing it like that, it's like, okay. And then I start eating a lot better. I start feeling better. Then my coach at Miami, he like, yo, you cook a lot. Like, have you ever thought about like, you know, like promoting it through like our media platforms and stuff? I'm like, nah, I ain't never really think about it like that. Like, I know I want to open up a restaurant sometime in life. Definitely have a nonprofit organization come out that's gonna help kids within the juvenile justice system.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, definitely. Everything is a full circle, you know, criminology, hospitality,
and
listen, it's a plan too. I just gotta execute the plan the right way. But then that's what I start thinking about. I'm like, I can definitely do that. Like, I know how to cook for a lot of people. I could mass produce some stuff now, like big trays of a lot of different stuff. And like, listen, I don't need that much space. I just need this 4 stovetop counter and an oven with 2 shelves. That's it.
And Bangkok or shashliks?
What's better?
Bangkok place or shashliks place?
Bangkok. Ham and cheese, fire.
One of the first photos I checked in your 7-Foot Chef account was with classic mac and cheese, right? Can you share with the viewers, with Latvian viewers, how to make a nice dish of
yes sir
mac and cheese?
we can go.
Maybe the ones watching, and I'm interested as well. I want to make a classic American mac and cheese.
It's not that hard, right?
No, it's not that hard.
So you can share,
I can definitely share. So first, you know, we're gonna go by all the simple stuff. You know, boil your noodles and stuff like that. Definitely, when you boil your noodles, add a little bit of oil and a little bit of salt, so your noodles won't stick together.
Yeah,
you know?
Of course.
Yeah, so your noodles won't stick together, and like they have a little bit of flavor of their own self. You're gonna go and add half of the box of noodles to like, we're gonna say a little 8
like
by 8
a box
pan.
of noodles, yeah.
Yeah, just one box of noodles.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna say like a little 8 by 8 pan to feed like a
8 by
small
8
family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the
Very
metric.
classic, yeah.
Yeah. Because now in my household we got the 24 by 12. You know.
Yeah. But
and it's about 2 of those. You know, it's about
like
2
this,
of those.
like this. A little bit maybe.
Yeah, little mac and cheese. Little mac and cheese for you.
Little mac
know?
and cheese. Yeah. For me and Rudolph's.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna go ahead. You're gonna add half of the boiled noodles to the first layer. Then you're gonna go ahead. I go about like 4 or 5 different types of cheese. You know?
4 or 5 different types.
Yeah. So you're gonna go ahead and sprinkle a little bit in, you know, mix it a little bit, sprinkle a little bit more in, mix it. Which I do everything with my hands because it's just a lot easier. Noodles might be hot though. So you gotta be able to put it up with it with your hands to let the noodles just cool down. You're gonna go ahead and crack 2 eggs, a little bit of milk. Almond, soy, doesn't really matter. You're gonna crack a little bit of milk, put a little bit of milk in there, and you're gonna keep mixing everything in. Then you're gonna go ahead and add the next layer because
Next layer of noodles?
Yeah. And you're gonna add another layer of cheese, and you're gonna just mix everything in. But
mix everything.
Yeah, you're gonna mix everything in. Because the reason why you want to do it like half the pan, cheese, eggs, milk, because like doing all that right there, like sometimes the cheese will start to melt into like little balls and stuff like that. And this is shredded cheese or like however you want. If you want grated cheese, whatever way you want to do with it. But by like 4 or 5 different cheeses, mix them all in a little bit. You know, spread it out, mix it, make it even. Then you're gonna go ahead one more time before you like make it even. You're gonna go ahead and add some seasoning. So like a little bit of pepper. I don't really season with salt. Like that's not my thing. Like the flavor's gonna come out of the stuff that I have. A little bit of pepper, some cayenne pepper, some we have this thing called Tony Saturated seasoning. And it's basically like all-purpose seasoning, like you know.
We have PHP pavārmākslu.
Yeah. So it's like all-purpose seasoning, a little onion powder, a little garlic powder.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna go ahead and mix it all up.
Yeah.
So you know, like your noodles should have a little bit of freckles on them. You know, a couple.
It's a nasty food, man.
Yeah,
it's nasty food.
It's a holiday. It's for holidays.
It's for holiday. Yeah, it's gonna be heavy on the stomach. It's gonna be heavy on the stomach.
You pop it in
the oven.
Oven, yeah.
Yeah, you pop it in the oven. You let the cheese melt. You know, you just mix it around.
How long oven?
With that pan, it probably takes 30 to 40 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes.
Degrees?
At 400.
They have a different.
Okay.
400 we have Celsius. Celsius. We have 200. I think 220. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So like 400 degrees Fahrenheit to 350.
Yeah.
For about like 30 to 40 minutes. So when it's cooking, you're going, you know, let it cook down. I let my edges get a little darker because like I like when I got that random crunch, like and you know, just nice little mac and cheese, nice little random crunch in it. So then you're gonna mix it again. You're gonna mix everything
again when it's ready.
That's like
in the middle.
Yeah, like in the middle. You're gonna mix it again. You know, get everything moving around. And then you're gonna go ahead and drop one last layer of like just seasoning. Really light though. Really, really light. Cause you already got the seasoning and with the noodles and stuff. But it's just so everybody get a nice amount of seasoning with each little spoonful, you know? So with that crust, man, that golden blanket, listen, your mac and cheese don't got the golden blanket, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Golden blanket.
The golden blanket, that's when that top layer nice and crispy of cheese. So you're gonna go ahead and throw the seasonings that I just told you. You're gonna throw them up. You're gonna throw them over top of it, and then you're gonna layer it with cheese again. Then like not too much though. Depending on how your family like your mac and cheese. Because listen, sometimes I got a lot of cheese in it, but it's not like I'm just eating cheese. It's like noodle cheese ratio. It's perfect.
You're getting prepared for Christmas, I guess. Yes.
Listen, man. If I had an oven, man, I would really show y'all what I really can do. Like. D Ham has had some of my food, but when you back to the mac and cheese, you're gonna go ahead. Because I'm getting hungry thinking about it, man.
I mean,
I'm getting hungry thinking about it, man. So you're gonna go ahead, add that last layer of cheese over the seasoning, and then you're gonna put that at the top of the oven, and you just need that to melt and get like golden. So you can low key turn the oven on broil, just to like melt the cheese fast, because everything within it is already done. And then, man, you give it about
enjoy.
Get like 5-10 minutes. Let it get like nice and like golden crisp on golden brown, you know.
And I found on the internet there is a debate of probably Americans. They debate: should you eat mac and cheese with fork or a spoon?
Fork. I'm a fork guy, man.
I'm a fork guy. I'm a fork guy because, man, during the holidays, is 3 things I always eat together. Is mac and cheese, candy yams, and ham.
Okay,
and it be in a bowl like scrambled.
Yeah. And the second debate: pineapple belongs on pizza.
Man, it's some freaky people out there in the world. I don't know how pineapple even got on pizza, but it's okay. When they got like bacon or ham on it, it gives it a certain like sweet and salty flavor. But just regular pineapple on pizza, like a pepperoni, nah.
Let's do the experiment.
Does Rudolph come out?
Yes. Oh my God, I not know, man. It's this kvass, man.
At the start of the season, you made a TikTok in VEF Rīga TikTok account, trying Latvian food. It was pretty big, like 50,000 views in TikTok. Yeah, I think so. But one thing stands out, and our fans went crazy about it.
I got a lot of DMs from this.
They couldn't quite understand how could you possibly not enjoy this. Kvass. This is amazing. And
but you were in Lido, so you probably got Lido kvass.
Yeah, and so we took care. We're gonna give you another chance.
3 chances.
3 chances. Yeah, we can share it. We're gonna start with the
cheapest one.
With the cheapest one. Yeah, it even doesn't say kvass. It says kvasa. It's like a kvass drink.
Oh, yeah, kvass drink. It's not like really kvass. This is the cheapest.
But this is fire.
Yeah, I can drink. Yeah.
We all gonna drink.
I like kvass.
Yeah, we're all gonna drink. This is the cheapest one. I think this bottle was like 60 or 70 cents. It's really cheap. Like or even cheaper. It's like somebody says it's like Latvian cola, but
Latvian cola? That's bad cola, then, man. That's bad cola.
Okay. Let's try this.
Cheers, man.
Okay, cheers.
Come on,
This is the cheapest one. This is the cheapest one.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
But this is so. This brings back childhood memories.
You can taste the cheapness in this.
Yeah, but you will like the last one. The last one is good.
You can taste the cheapness in this, man.
But this is like for when I was a little kid, and then we went, and you don't have any money.
By far, yeah.
You go to the store, and this is pretty nice.
No, it's not nice.
What's your grade on it?
2.
You like. I don't know. I feel like if I'm drinking a dark cola soda, like I shouldn't be able to see through it, like you know. And like it's like this one, like it doesn't really have like a strong taste or flavor to it. Like the one I had at Lido, like that one had a way stronger taste to it.
Wait.
So this one.
Okay, so what we do? Okay,
what do we do?
For the kvases,
we drink it another time someday, or we just throw it in the trash.
Nah, you just throw that in the trash. You just throw that in the trash.
Me too. I think that is.
You just throw that one in the trash.
Okay, let's different.
Different one. Here we go.
This one was the.
No, this is the last one.
Oh yeah, this is the last one.
Okay.
This was like I think it's 1 liter. It's 1 liter. It was like euro or something, but it's a liter.
More than euro.
Piebalgas original kvass.
I'm not gonna lie, that's like a syrup bottle.
Syrup bottle. College days.
Your college days, man. Like you just like some maple syrup.
Oh.
Come on, pour
no, just.
It's gonna be okay, man.
This is gonna be fire. Look at it.
But the last one.
It's like look at that one. That one got like the rich bubble taste, like.
Look at it. It's like thick.
Yeah.
I'm already waiting for this. But this kvass is Iljuciem is the one who I'm actually drinking sometimes.
Yeah, okay. You see, this
describe.
Like this one even look a lot richer, with a lot of foam on top,
I don't like how it smells.
You don't like it?
Oh, but it's like veselības dzēriens.
Yeah.
It's like in Latvia we have like I don't know what is it. It's like a kvass or something. It's like healthy drink.
Don't try it. Don't try it.
No, because like this one right here, like you can even like just from the look at it,
it
doesn't like it looks like it's a higher quality cola, but
let's try.
Yeah, come on.
Let's try.
No more kvass.
Okay, well, before y'all drink. When y'all toast up, you gotta tap it on the table. I just learned that in college, man. I just always been the same thing.
In Latvia, it's different.
Ooh, I don't like that one.
It tastes like money, It tastes like money. When you make a coin.
It tastes like copper.
Probably we're gonna throw it away. This is.
But this is. I think this is worse than the first one.
Actually, now I'm thinking that this is gonna be the same because I think in Lido there is Iljuciem kvass. Oh no, there's Lido.
No, it's Lido.
Different. There's Lido kvass.
So this is worse or better than the first one?
The quality of it is better, but
still,
it's still bad. It's still bad.
This goes home with you or no?
No.
Okay, the last one, the Bugatti.
The Bugatti,
The Bugatti of kvass.
Formula 1, the F1.
Yeah, the pinnacle of kvass.
Yeah, but it is. Like, I actually enjoyed this one. Like, this is that time sometimes.
That last one got my jaw locking up.
This is gonna be better.
Oh, smell it.
I ain't gonna lie, that's like actual beer.
Yep.
That's why Rudolfs likes it. Okay, let's taste it.
Hey, before we taste this, so I'm out with
This is not alcoholic drink.
No, yeah, but I'm out with I'm at Lido. I'm getting the food and stuff, and he passed me one of these. I'm like, oh no, I'm good. I don't drink. He like, nah. It's not alcoholic. I'm like, that's not alcoholic. That look like it's beer or something. He like, nah, but comparison, it's like root beer. I'm like, oh, I don't even like that. I don't like that. Like,
but root beer is similar.
No, like root beer is also
but that's the most relatable thing to the American drink like this kind of. So this one got nice color to it.
Yeah.
Like nice little golden color.
This is the creme de la creme.
Oh, he hold it like it's
But this is the Bugatti of
Yes. Okay. Cheers.
Bugatti of class, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nope.
Like, don't get me wrong. It has a way subtler taste, but it's too close to beer. It's too close to beer. Like I can drink this whole cup. The other two, I don't really know too much about.
All right.
I don't know too much about, but
this is like a sour bouquet.
yeah, it kind of tastes like a I ain't gonna lie, it kind of tastes like a beer.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh, but I can drink this. Like,
Yeah.
give you a little rich flavor too, like a little rich smell too, like.
For me,
So we're getting some progress.
We're
here.
getting progress. We definitely are.
it's a winner, right?
I can definitely get us like a 2 out of 5 stars. So
Yes!
So this goes home.
This one will go home with me.
This goes home.
This
with
one
you.
will go home with me.
Okay, and last segment, as always, we have a question
From a team.
From the team.
And this one is actually
Nice.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
hey,
commercial for
hey.
Yes, because that's the best
you
one.
said hey, he stood on that. He said it was the best one.
Yep.
And a question from our team captain,
Artist.
Artis.
Got it.
What is the best place to eat in Riga, in your opinion?
Oh, best place to eat in Riga.
One. Give me a suggestion. I want to take Rudolf's on the
Today, I want to eat after the mac and cheese story.
Okay.
Where do we go?
See. Ooh. Okay, all right. I've been one of the things I've been into burgers. I've been into burgers since I got here. I try to stay away from the red meat, but a good burger always brings back home.
Yeah.
So, man, one thing I could definitely say is that it's like the Remy lasagna.
Remy lasagna is good, man.
But that's a story.
That's the story.
First day.
First day. Remy lasagna is amazing.
Remy lasagna is
Can you
amazing.
tell about the story? First day.
So, first day, I come in, I'm like, man, I'm hungry. He like, listen.
He arrives to Riga. He arrives in Riga.
He like, listen, we're going to take a couple days to get you situated, but just take your time. But if you don't really want to leave the house, you should grab some of these lasagnas. I'm like, I don't really eat too much stuff out the microwave no more,
No, we went grocery shopping.
Yeah, this is when we was on the way to the grocery store.
We went to grocery store the first time we arrived, the first day, and we went to Remy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He like. So we going to the store. He like, what you gonna need? I'm like, just here, there, here. He like, listen, if you don't really feel like leaving the house, pop this in the microwave for a couple minutes. I'm like,
Remy was on it.
I know, of course.
I'm like, all right, just let me get 2 of them just to make sure. Pop that thing in the microwave. I got to it. I text him. I'm like, oh my God, this is for microwave lasagna, quality. This is exactly what he said. He said quality to price ratio.
Price performance. Price performance is crazy.
Yo, I can't lie. That was some of the better mac and cheese. I said mac and cheese. Better lasagna I've had in a long time out of the microwave. Yes. Like everything was well put together. You just let it cool down. You got to let it cool down. You burn the top of your mouth. I did that to myself twice. Yeah. But boy, that lasagna is good though. Especially price performance. You was not lying. It is. That was truthfully. But for the best place in Riga, I would definitely have to go with. I just found out about it. It's called Oaks Burgers.
Oaks Burgers, yeah.
Yeah, really good burger.
Yep,
really good burger. And if it's not that, what's the sushi place called?
Ganbei.
There we go.
Ganbei.
Yeah, sushi. Yeah. Nice sushi place. Nice. They scenery nice when you go in. They got these nice chairs in there. Yeah. people in there are like nice and comfortable, and like they have like the open kitchen.
Kitchen,
where
you
you
can
like
see.
to make certain things. So yeah, like that really that's one of the nicer places I like.
Oaks Burgers, guys, they make their own sauces as well.
Yeah. I'm a sauce guy, and there's a lot of different sauces, man.
Yeah.
So thank you, Nas, that you spend your time here with us. This was, I could say, a pretty delicious podcast.
I want to go eat. Let's go eat, guys.
Hey, man. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah, and thank you for your time and success to you in your career with VEF and in your food career.
Man. And I do want to say one thing. I definitely just created a Twitch account for gaming streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, my Twitch account is same as my Instagram account name.
And we're gonna put it in the description.
Yeah. Y'all go follow that, you know. I'm be streaming some live gameplay. Maybe we can hop on the game sometime.
What platform you play?
Xbox, Series X.
Me too.
My PlayStation 5 is back in the States, but I also have my Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm really good at Mario Kart.
Okay.
Mario Kart and Mario Smash Bros. I'm really good in those games. I'm not even laughing. I'm serious.
Okay,
I'm really
I believe
I'm really good.
Whoa. Chill.
No. Okay.
Okay, before the fight starting about Mario Kart, we're gonna finish the episode.
Thank you. And
Thank you, un paldies, ka visiem, kas skatījāties, sekojiet VEF Rīga YouTube, TikTokā, Instagramā, Twitterī, visur, kur vien varat, sekojiet mums, sekojiet Nysier Brooksam. Un, Rudolfam.
I'm funny comedian, I know.
Paldies jums visiem, ka skatījāties, un atā.
Vislabāk!